page. I get a lot of questions on how to use a gray card. So I have right here a little setup in my kitchen. Um, and you can see my little gray card here. This is the gray card, and I purchased this on Amazon. I think it was like $6 or $7. It's really inexpensive. And here's my little product. It's a little alligator that's all chewed up by my children. And I'm going to take a picture of this alligator and show you how you use the gray card for white balance. So the setup, I'm just set up in my kitchen real quick, and I have this set up on my kitchen table, and I'm using my kitchen because I have some mixed lighting. I have some light coming in from the window, and then I also have the overhead light. So this is a situation where it's hard to white balance because you have some mixed lighting. You're dealing with different color temperatures, and so this is the kind of situation where a gray card is just really nice. So what I'm gonna do is I can't actually show you this because I'm actually gonna do this on my cell phone to show you that you don't need a digital SLR to use a gray card. And then I'm going to use Photoshop to show you how you sync the white balance over all of your product images. So this is the setup that I have, and now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click stop, and I'm actually going to take the pictures and finish this video up on my computer. Okay, so here are the two images that I took with my iPhone, and now I'm going to open these. I'm going to select both of these. And you can do this with any number of images. So if you were taking multiple products and that you don't have any changes to your light, you could just continue taking the products and still use this first image with the gray card as to white balance. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open these, and I'm going to open them in Camera Raw. And that's going to bring up a new window for me. And I'm going to go to the image that has the gray card in it. I'm going to zoom in on this gray card, and we want to make sure that the gray card is solid because we are going to sample the pixels from this gray card. So we're going to go over to our details tab here, and we're just going to bump up the luminance and make sure we get rid of any color noise, just so this gray looks really nice and smooth. And it doesn't matter that this is going to make the image look like plastic, because this isn't an image that we're using. So now what we want to do is we want to select both images. And I'm going to take, so now anything I do to this image, it's going to sync on the other image. We're going to go to this eyedropper, the white balance tool, and we're just going to click over the gray card. And what that's going to do is it's going to set the white balance for both of these images. So here's the second image, and as you can see, it synced the white balance. So when I go between these two images, now I wouldn't use this because it has the gray card in it, but when you go between the two images, you see that these are both very consistent. The coloring looks right, the white background looks really good, and so you can do this with multiple images, and this is how you use a gray card. It's super simple. So you just make sure that the first image that you take in a set of images, you take it with the gray card, and then you just do this in post. And you can, I mean, if I had 20 images, I could select them all, press the gray card, and it would still sync that white balance over all of the images. The other thing that's nice about Camera Raw, and this is included, it's typically to open up raw images, but it's included with Photoshop, and you can do just overall adjustments. And it's nice because it saves you time, because you can sync these adjustments to all of your images. So if you are doing a setup where the lighting's the same and you have the same camera settings, it makes it super, super simple to just go ahead and sync all the settings here. And I'll just show you really quickly. I'm going to do something kind of drastic just to kind of show you. But let's say if I bring down the exposure here, it also brings down the exposure in this image. And so you know, if you have a bunch of images and maybe they're a little overexposed or a little underexposed, you can sync those up. Now, the one caution, now I use my iPhone just to show you that you can use a gray card with an iPhone, a tablet camera, a point and shoot, no matter what camera you're using. But I do want to caution you, when you're using Camera Raw, and you're using a JPEG instead of a raw image, you can't quite go as far with your editing as you would be able to. You can't really bring back any lost highlights or shadows or anything like that as much with a JPEG as you can with a raw image. So if you have the capability to shoot raw, and you have a digital SLR, or even some point and shoots can let you shoot raw, and I know there are some camera phones now that are letting you shoot raw, for your product photos, it's good to at least try to shoot raw when you can. So that's how you use a gray card. Super simple, super easy, and you'll start to see that your colors overall with your images are going to start to look so much more consistent, and I think you'll really find that you like the results. So thanks for tuning in. Bye.